Hello. Sorry about that. It took me a minute to sort it out. I had a bit of a technical problem at this end. Thanks, Simon. I thought you sounded all right, actually. No problem at all, mate. Got better as you went on, so maybe you should just stay on. I don't know. Okay. Hello to everybody that's there. I'm Alan, one of the Allans tonight. The next one's on after me. If you haven't heard me before, I've got some weird songs. And if you had heard me before, I've got some weird songs. So this is the first one. It's about some rubbish that you find by the side of the roadside. This morning I saw a pair of black trainers, which were neatly placed together at the grass verge as if the owner had been abducted by aliens, which is a bit weird. But anyway, they weren't close enough to the market so they could walk there to change them. So anyway, this one's called 5 Odd Socks. One little, two little, three little shoes lying on the motorway. One little dog with no arm and no leg lying by the railroad tracks. One used bra around the back of the car that's been there since Saturday. All pre-loved but they left in a hurry and they're never ever coming back. 5 odd socks and old padlocks and a number plate from the back of a caravan, a football scarf wrapped around a pole. Lots of tools like a spanner and a hammer and enough CDs to start your own record shop. And sometimes really retro tapes. Who has tapes these days? There's an old pop bottle over there, but no pop in the bottle over there. Just a Mackey's box that's attracting a fox underneath all the green underwear. One little, two little, three little shoes lying on the motorway. One little dog with no arm and no leg lying by the railroad track. Carrots, potatoes, swedes and cabbage lying at the edge of the road. Enough for your dinner if you count that chicken you saw about a mile ago. Big gloves, rubber gloves, woolly gloves and odd gloves, and don't forget the wellies in many different sizes. Half a dog lead wrapped around a pole. So much wood you can build yourself a shed, and enough car parts you can build yourself a limousine. And sometimes dirty magazines. Who has those these days? There's an old pop bottle over there. No pop in the bottle over there. Just a Mackey's box that's attracting a fox underneath all the green underwear. One little, two little, three little shoes lying on the motorway. One little dog with no arm and no leg lying by the railroad track. One used bra around the back of the car, it's been there since Saturday. All pre-loved and they're left in a hurry and they're never ever coming back. 5 odd socks and old padlocks and a number plate from the back of a caravan, a football scarf wrapped around a pole. Lots of tools like a spanner and a hammer and enough CDs to start your own record shop. And sometimes really retro tapes. Who has tapes these days? This is the story of the lost and lonely. Well, thank you very much. That's one anyway. Okay, so I usually do weird songs and sort of crappy songs sometimes. This one is a serious song, bear with me. It refers to a historic event some 200 years ago near me, when the miners had all their wages cut. There were deaths, there were deportations and all sorts of bad things that are happening. So this one's called Molly's Song, and it roughly tells a story, so stick with it. My name is Tom and I've done wrong, and I sit in Shrewsbury jail, waiting for the hangman on this longest night. Some hours ago I stood with friends atop the old Park Hill, standing up for what we all thought was right. I promised our Molly some shoes for her birthday, went down to the shops in Oaken Gates, where I left half a penny with old Mr. Dickens. Said I'd be back Friday with the rest. Listen to the wind, to the whispers and the murmurs and the rumours of the people who lived here long ago. Stories that they tell, we would do well to open up and understand and share with our children, for it's their story now. And I wonder what you do when you fight for what is dear to you, but there's no one out there helping you on the fields of Cinderloo. Some men came up from Donington and they said the pit closed down. The furnaces go cold again and they won't be lit today. I met some more from Lightmoor and some from Dolly Town. You can keep your wife and kids on this sort of pay. I promised our Molly some shoes for her birthday. I won't be going back to Oaken Gates. I left half a penny with old Mr. Dickens. I said I'd be back Friday with the rest. Listen to the wind, to the whispers and the murmurs and the rumours of the people that lived here long ago. Stories that they tell, we would do well to open up and understand and share with our children, for it's their story now. And I wonder what you do when you fight for what is dear to you, but there's no one out there helping you on the fields of Cinderloo. Fields of Cinderloo. Well, the yeomanry from Wellington, they'd had their fill of ale, and on to the teeth began to ride. But all we had was sticks and stones to throw right back at them, and they charged us and we ran to save our lives. 2 men fell under hail of shot and many more were hurt. My shoulder took a musket ball, I had to get away. Mrs. Duty took me in, but the soldiers followed me, arrested me for my part and they took me to the jail. I promised our Molly some shoes for her birthday. I won't be going back to Oaken Gates. I left half a penny with old Mr. Dickens. I said I'd be back Friday with the rest. Listen to the wind, to the whispers and the murmurs and the rumours of the people who lived here long ago. Stories that they tell, we will do well to open up and understand and share with our children, for it's their story now. And I wonder what you do when you fight for what is right for you, but there's no one out there helping you on the fields of Cinderloo. My name is Tom and I've done wrong and I sit in Shrewsbury jail. I'm waiting for the hangman on this longest night. Oh gosh, I was dying to itch my nose there. Right, yeah, get me, folk singer, eh? How about that? Okay, next one up then. Have you got your pandas ready? Let the madness commence. I suspect we might have a secret lodger in our house. Why won't anyone tell me about it? I'm worried he will want to wear my clothes. Our shopping bill is worrying me. Hope he doesn't think I'm gonna feed him. Although nothing's missing from the fridge, all the bamboo shoots that I bought from Asda, seemingly on a whim, have disappeared without a trace. Something big has made a massive hole in the wall. I'm not sure what it is, but if it's a mouse, then it's a big one. You know what? There's a panda living in the bedroom. There's a panda. How do I know? Because the mattress on the bed's all saggy. I'm always standing on the clippings from his toes. There's a giant panda in our house. He's made friends with all my family. Well, maybe except for me. I think he might be a little scared. Might be a little scared. Might be a little scared. Because I used to hunt pandas. Sorry about that. Go on. You didn't notice I messed up, did you? Okay. Right. He's a nice panda. Yeah, I shouldn't read the comments really. Okay, I've got a couple of new ones tonight. So bear with me. I'm working through them. Also, I've got a very itchy nose, which is never a good thing. So another new one. I watch a lot of game shows, and the contestants on the game shows are usually properly stupid, which usually adds a whole different dimension to it. Anyway, this song's about a game show. Did you ever watch the quiz shows on the telly, thinking I could do just as well as that? But could you take the pressure? Sometimes you need nerves of steel to cope with that. Camera one. Emily, you're through to the final. Emily, you're through to the final. You got some questions right, you did it all in time, and now you're through to the head-to-head tonight. Now we know a bit about you, and you're married to an African prince. You've got 2 kids and a dog called Bruce, and you make great bathtub gin. Bathtub gin. Bathtub gin. In the morning when it's over, you'll phone your folks, but they'll have to keep it secret. You'll get advice on how to spend your cash if you win. Camera 2. Kevin, you're going home. Kevin, you're going home. You froze when it mattered most, and Emily made you toast. Now you're getting bus fare home tonight. You had us all amazed with your knowledge and your wit. When you failed that question at the end, you looked at it, looked at it. you looked at it. And in the morning when it's over, you'll phone your folks, but they'll have to keep it secret. You'll get advice on how to keep your head down for a week. Don't go on social media, don't go to the shops. Grow a beard and get a cat or dog. Grow a beard and get a cat or dog. Because no one likes a smart ass on a game show. Well, I got through that alright, that's good. How are we doing for time? Right, okay. Got another new one. I was messing about the other day with an old cassette player. Do you remember cassettes? Yes, you do. This one came to me, so I'm sure those of you old enough will appreciate the sentiments, and if you're not old enough to appreciate the sentiments, ask your mum, or my mum even. Right, this one's called Mixtape. Mixtape. So I made a mixtape. It seemed like a nice thing to do. I was feeling creative. It took me an hour or two. Some of them are favourites, and some are old and some are new. Though I was happy with what I did, I had no one to give it to. Whoa, nobody can play my tapes, and so they all escape. They don't even have CDs, it's only streaming, and the occasional MP3. Well, I'm a tape dinosaur, I know what play and record is for. And when it spools on the floor, I get a pencil or I get a biro. That's the tool of choice for the professional. From 1973, be my Dolby sound system. Be my Dolby sound system. See those wheels turning around. When the tape all stretches, it sounds all wobbly. I claim it's atmospheric, you never get this on a high quality LP. I'm a tape dinosaur, I know what play and record is for. When it spools on the floor, I get a pencil or I get a biro. That's the tool of choice for the professional. Since 1973, be my Dolby sound system. Be my Dolby sound system. See those wheels turning around. Be my Dolby sound system. Be my Dolby sound system. See those wheels turning around. Come on, own up, you've all got tapes. I haven't been around your houses, but I know you have. Okay, time's cracking on now, so I've got a couple more, then I think I'll give it a miss afterwards. As usual, I'm stuck reading the comments. Apologies. Okay, so the next one I've got, I was going to do a 20-minute reggae version of it, but I thought you might think you've been shortchanged a bit if I got up, and I left the tape on, so I won't. So anyway, here's my song about vegetables, more particularly potatoes, and it's called Potato Head. Awesome. without a head. But he's not dead, we did the best we could. We made a new one from a spud, with shoots where his ears should be, and his skin is red. He's our potato head. People stopped to stare and point at him. It looked quite grim when he came back home from football, covered head to toe in mud. We popped his head in the washing bowl. It came up a treat, nothing like his feet. He got in trouble with bullies. They told him he'd had his chips, and if he kept real still he'd put down roots. But he saw right through them and he kept his eyes peeled. I can see those jokes, you know. The careers advisor said to him, I don't think astronaut or dancer is for you. But it didn't make him blue. He said, I'll change my name to Edward. And here's the thing, one day I will be king. And here's the thing, one day I will be king. Ooh. Yes, I was reading again, sorry about that. Right, okay, so a couple more, then I'm out of here. So I've played to some small audiences in my time. Doesn't really bother me. You're actually quite a big audience tonight, which is brilliant. So anyway, this is a tiny little song. A lot of my songs are tiny little songs just so I can fit them into gaps. This is a tiny little song to describe what happens most of the time when I do gigs. Thank you for coming along. You are my audience of one. Even though you're on the phone and you're not listening to my song, I could sing bad things about you and you wouldn't hear a word. Because you've got your head in Instagram, and I find that quite absurd. I practiced hard in the kitchen, I made sure my set was interesting. A mix of my own stuff and covers to suit my limited ability. You are my audience of one. Whoa. There, told you it was short. Right, last one. It's the usual one. It's a song about love, really, where you all profess to be aliens and you all profess to love each other and you put alien emojis on the screen, etc, etc, etc. So if you know it, sing along, and if you don't, then just hang on. Alan will be on in a minute. It's called Best Looking Alien. Well, I don't care if your legs are red. It must be said you have a massive head. Although you sticky out eyes, you're still the best looking alien in the room. You're the best looking alien in the room. The sticky substance that you left on the floor was a shock, I'm sure, when I opened the door. When you wave at me with all your 6 long arms, you're still the best looking alien in the room. You're the best looking alien in the room. When you look at me with your one green eye, I get the feeling I'm not getting your full attention, 'cause you got another eye on the fly on the ceiling. And although it's endearing, I think you should put that policeman down, because you had all the brains that he had to give, while I can only offer you cheese and onion crisps. But that's all that matters when you love somebody from outer space. That's all that matters when you love somebody from outer space. I fell in love with an alien, and there must be consequences. I surrendered when you broke down my defenses. We share a pizza on a Friday night. She eats all the anchovies, so that's alright. And even though she didn't put her hair on last night, she's still the best looking alien in the room. The best looking alien in the room. In the park we go strolling. I think that they're looking at me. They don't see what I see. We're wondering where the dogs have gone. And the noise, to be honest, like a very, very high-pitched scream. Even though it doesn't bother me, because I lost most of my hearing at a gig in 2003. And that's all that matters when you love somebody from outer space. That's all that matters when you love somebody from outer space. I fell in love with an alien, and there must be consequences. I surrendered when you broke down my defenses. Well, I don't care if your legs are red. It must be said you have a massive head. Although you sticky out eyes, you're still the best looking alien in the room. You're the best looking alien in the room. Thank you. I'm done. Best of luck to Alan. I'm sure you'll smash it, and the rest of the guys. Thanks to Simon for putting me on, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.